The food tastes less appetizing. Less appetizing tonight. A pity. One would think this someone who had been on a continuous binge of instant noodles would find a home-cooked meal enjoyable. Indeed, I would think so. But it isn't. Hunger isn't what's gnawing at me tonight, neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hard when the things you're trying to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you, eats at you, devours you. Wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else.
In other local news, a woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening. Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years
What?
old,
Rose?
working as a real estate agent.
Rose is dead? Hold on a second. Hold on, maybe it's another Rose. Hold on just a second. Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
What? So the ghost is out of the mansion and what? Come on, man. Help me. What is this? This what? That was sudden. Everything was going so well. This isn't what I want. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends. That's what everyone's keeping telling me, and I... Immediately I rush to my study table in search of my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clenches tightly to it as soon as I touch its edges. A piece of folded paper, the letter lying unassumingly beside it, slips into the floor when I pick the device up. But I pay it no mind. There are more important things. Right now. Right now. I need to call her. Need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago. She was okay. No. No. Isn't Rose. I'm sure of it. I just talked to her and a sob escapes me, and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another, they trickle down, weighted by the same guilt I refuse to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hands shake as I navigate to Rose's number on the contacts list. She'll answer, right? She always does. Not if she's dead. Duh. It's obvious.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Again and again I dial. Whispering. Praying. Pleading.
Come on, Rose. Don't do this to me. Please pick up. I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxbourne in the recent years. The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
Anselm Butcher case. Isn't it the one Ash has been he mentioned something about it. And feeling static sounds from my phone's speakers. By my ears I can only hear the screams. Her pleas. Her whispers. We are not safe. October 24th. Monday. A buzzing sensation jolts me awake. My body wants to sleep still. To forget what I heard, what I saw the other night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly I become aware of how awkward my position is and the aches that accompany sleeping in a curled position the night before. If I ever slept at all. The memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the words weigh heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of the letter I was too curious to look at. Should have been more careful. Should have just kept my mouth shut. Should have destroyed it before anyone else got involved. Should have. The notification light on my laptop blinks incessantly, mockingly when I look at it. It's as if it's calling me back to a sense of normalcy. Check it nevertheless, out of habit more than anything. To all BRC employees, in the light of the recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. To 2 p.m. Attendance is a must. Company changes, new hierarchy, new policies will all be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expected to bring a copy of their own attendance logs and sales records for the last 6 months to be submitted to your respective managers for review. We are expecting everyone's cooperations. Thank you. Jean Alice Coots, BRC HR Manager. As if this were one of those typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to work today. My limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going will keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other, the place in itself is a stank reminder of what my own fears have cost me. Maybe I would go to work because, you know how they said the attendance is mandatory? So, I'm guessing if I don't go to work, then I will get fired later on, causing me even more troubles than I want, alright? So, even though I don't want to, I will go to work today. And at work they'll be like, yo, dog, so this employee just passed away? So who wants to take her place or something? I don't know. It's just business stuff. Don't care. Moping won't get me anywhere. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? Deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead and my limbs are sore, push myself away from the chair and head for the shower. The letter I dropped on the floor last night flutters open as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares at me. They sneer, they ridicule, like living beings fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it into my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. Why don't you just throw it away or burn it? This too I'll deal with. Somehow I'll find a way to make things right. I have to. Before it takes more people away from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, feet shuffling. The air is thick with tension and unspoken questions. No doubt everyone present has heard about it. If they missed the night's report, they'll likely see it in the morning news, in papers or on various news sites on the internet. Everywhere is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone's giving me a white bird, as though the mere mention of Rose will be enough to trigger something in me. It's appreciated, but it's only served to create a bigger hole in the place Rose has left. After my lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up from my work to know what it's about. He's in a strange, pensive mood today, probably out of respect for a dead colleague. Oddly, I'd appreciate it more if he just shouted at me today. Anything is better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral, yet. But those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff? None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
At the end of it, I've been given the entirety of Rose's workload, including finalizing the rights papers, and I've been promised an ample compensation for my efforts. I think he's expecting me to be happy about it. Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to, anyway, if I want to forget. Time flies when you do, and by the time I give notice, it's already late. Everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of a radio and a member of our janitorial staff. Don't even know his name. Rose likely does. She remembers people easily like that.
The Luxbourne Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blares one recognizable name after another. Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they? Still, I've got to check. Frantic, I turn back to my desktop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the keys fills the office for the better part of my shift as I look through everything. The background about the place is history from the current owners to the list of employees hired in the BRC. And if I'm right, and I'm right, of course I am. BRC may have a lot of staff, they may have a lot of agents hired in their company, but I'll remember those names anywhere. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. Then the letters? No, that can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
But Rose is...
Something snaps into place in a fraction of a moment. These people, Rose, the letter.
I need to... No, if it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
Evidence doesn't lie. That's what Ash often says, right? If I have proof, then maybe... I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but maybe there's still a way I can save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that would be useful. I grab all of them and stuff them in my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something those people should... The noise cuts sharply through the room, stopping my hand short of cramming a pen into my bag.
Hello? Anyone there?
Someone must have left the printer open again. I may be in a hurry, but if I don't turn it off, another person is going to have a fit tomorrow over wasted company resources. Most of the time, it's Rose who does the nagging, but the clicking of my pen in my hand is a welcome distraction as I search for the said object. Each stride my feet takes also goes through the empty workplace. I lost sight of the Chandler minutes ago, and with me being the only one left, tapping off my feet against the wooden floor is somewhat soothing. I learned to appreciate. It doesn't take long to find it. By the time I turn it off, 5 copies are already strewn about on the ground, the paper tray having also been left ajar. Let me guess, it printed "help me" or some similar shit. Sighing, I pick up and put it in some place proper. But the page that greets me next make my blood run cold. Whoa. This damn printer can print blood! Or maybe it's red ink. Probably. The sheets crinkle under my tense grip. Man, I want one of these printers. Blood printing printers. All I can hear is my breathing as it rasps through my gritted teeth. But before I can even gather myself, take the first step out of here, total darkness suddenly envelops me. And as if hearing every horrid thought running inside my head right now, something snaps. A soft creak, grating through the thin veil of stillness that's descended in the room. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rigid at the sound. Familiar. So familiar now. Let me turn down my volume because I'm scared. Yet my own traitorous curiosity still presses me to take a careful peek over the cubicle's wall. It's her. Sup, lady? You look quite the sight tonight. Standing in the only exit of the office, albeit facing away from me. She doesn't even need to turn around for me to know it's the same misshapen face, tattered cloth, and unsightly gait. The same person in the attic. I take a step back, and the pen I'm holding slips from my hand. Her entire head turns. A scream almost escapes my mouth, and I duck under my table quickly as I can. My heart is pounding against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sounds of her walk, the weird clicking that follows her, and the telltale squelch of something wet as she walks towards me. Nearer and nearer. The sounds are slowly getting louder, and the only thing keeping the whimper from escaping me is my hand as it covers my mouth. Someone, please save me. Anyone! I close my eyes, muttering a continuous stream of prayers, all while attempting to steady my own breathing. Please don't let her hear me. What I gotta do? I'm stopping at the red potion.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be
Did
thy
I
name.
win?
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
When the last lines of my prayers left me, all that remains is a hush. None of her footsteps, nor those chilling sounds she makes, only silence. Is it safe? Another second passes when nothing comes. What? God damn. Got me good. I don't understand. I did the QTE right. I stopped it at the red portion every time. Well, not every time maybe, but most of the times. But still I lost. Let me try again. There we go. That's what I did last time as well. It's working. Shit. Triple dot. The seconds, minutes stretched out before me agonizingly. Is she gone? Slowly I open my eyes to take a peek. I don't dare move or make a noise. Damn, look at the fucking legs. Is it like broken or something before she died and she became like this? In the face of such terror I can only beg. Let her silent pleas to whoever is out there. Please don't let her notice. I want to live. Triple dot. Triple dot. Hannah. So we're playing as Hannah, Ma'am Hannah now. It's just like as I said, that we'll be playing as different characters throughout the game. I didn't know that, see, I guessed. I'm smart. That's right, I'm smart. So I'll save the game now. It's been a pleasure playing this so far, and finally things have started heating up, getting interesting and spooky. The story will take a good little turn, or a good big turn from here on. So, please keep watching with me. I hope you will like it as much as I do, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.